Hello everybody, welcome to Obscurities and Miniatures, and today I definitely have something obscure. Today in front of us from Kingdom Death we have the Twilight Cloak. Now once upon a time this little piece was supposed to be part of the Lantern Festival expansion, which never came to fruition, and Adam Poots decided to refund everybody that had originally purchased it. Well, I was one of those people who originally purchased it, and I'll be honest, out of the whole entire expansion lineup, this was the one that I was the most interested in receiving. So when they had the Naked Forbidden bundle available on Black Friday that included this, I looked at the King, I looked at the Scribe, and I went, oh yeah, this is mine, and tossed the others to the side, and maybe someday we'll get to them, but I don't even want to deal with all those hands, I'm sorry. Hands and babies, no thank you. Twilight Cloak it is. So surprisingly, the hands are two separate pieces. That's kind of funky. But most of it is actually one big piece. So originally, I'm going to assume that these were all cast up back in the day. So I don't know how many years ago that was now. Is there a copyright date on this? Unfortunately, there is not. So not a whole lot of pieces. And I'm going to guess that this is probably closer in size to the original plastics rather than the newer stuff. So I'm going to grab both just to see what it's like once I've got it all put together. So we'll take a look, and good luck finding one of these, because I'm sure people are going to be charging an arm and a leg, unfortunately. But before you get all pissed and go, paying some scalper online, do keep in mind that since this is in plastic, there is a good chance it'll show up again in the near future someday. With Adam Poots, who knows? I say that, I know the Silence duo and the Storm Knight and all that stuff that showed up in the original Black Friday Naked bundle a couple years ago, that was back in the store too. So if you missed your chance this time, persevere, you might get it next time. Anyway, I'm going to shut up and put this thing together. All right, we got our Twilight Cloak all finished up, or as good as it's going to get for the moment. He is about 99.9% finished, and let's give you a quick look here. So a very dynamic sense of movement, but unfortunately, it kind of falls flat, I feel, in the back. Now, I didn't actually glue his cloak all the way on. I can pop it off without screwing the rest of it up. And that was mainly just so I can get to the back of him and get all those faces and stuff painted up on the scarf. This part of the scarf, I could not figure out how it's supposed to go on. This is the correct spot. There's a little weird gap there on the front, and I don't really see where that's supposed to connect. And after checking online, that's how it's supposed to go. So, whatever. This is an older plastic release, believe it or not. I know it's just come out, but you got to remember that this thing was actually designed, sculpted, tooled way back when the Lantern Festival was actually going to go into production the first time around. So, as I suspected, grabbing a couple models, it's a lot more closer in scale to the early plastics, as it should be, with one of our survivors there. And, let's say, grabbing stuff like the new White Speaker or the Sword Hunter, and you can start to see there's a huge difference in size and dynamicism there. So for when it was designed, I'm going to say it was a nice looking kit. When you compare it to what's coming out nowadays, yeah, I still like it. I mean, honestly, this is why I've got the Lantern Festival when it was still a Lantern Festival in the first place. But overall, you can see it does scale pretty well with just about everything that's come out since he was originally incepted, if that's even a word. And he wouldn't be a Black Friday model without the Black Friday Ninja painted there. Oh, darn it, I forgot my silences. I was going to stick those silence models. Not many people have those painted, but anyway. So you can see it does still fit in pretty nicely with the current range of plastics. And I mean, as they continue to grow and embiggen themselves, especially when you compare them to things like the Sword Huntress, yeah. But with his cloak in full effect, I think he really is a cool looking model, and hopefully I'm going to be able to paint him to justice. Whether or not you agree with me is a whole other story entirely. But I'm happy to have him, and maybe someday I will attempt to figure out what to do with that Scribe and the King, because I'll be honest, they're just like, I'm rolling ones. I'm rolling a one when it comes to trying to figure that guy out. Oh my god. But this is easy. I can handle this. So hopefully in the near future we'll get the great game hunters put together as well. But with the holidays just around the corner, I don't know if that's going to happen anytime soon. So wish me luck, and hopefully all of you out there are going to have a nice holiday season as well. With that said, this is High Lord Tamerlane with Obscurities and Miniatures saying thanks for watching, enjoy yourselves, and let's start painting stuff, yeah? Bye-bye.